when we're sound checking with our actual guest that we're interviewing, we want to make sure that we're looking at the levels that pop up here on the screen, because this is actually what's going to be recorded, right? The symbols, the level we saw on the wireless pack, that's part of the process of sending the audio from the lav mic to the transmitter, comes over to the receiver sends it into the camera. This decides where it's going to go and what's getting recorded into the file, and ultimately my left and right channel are right here. So in this case, again, we started this earlier, both of them are recording the same thing, but I am going to now switch to give myself an alternate option to the shotgun mic, which is input 2 on this one. Remember, that's each one is labeled down here on the side, input 1 and 2. And in order to sound check this, we have to adjust the levels down here at the bottom. It's kind of hard to see if you're not noticing these little rolling knobs at the bottom, and that's going to adjust my signal. I want to be hitting, what I've got right now is really good. It's really what would be about -12. That's kind of where I want to be peaking. That's a great standard for channel 1. Channel 2 is currently using the shotgun mic, which is pointing away from me, which means it's going to be quieter because it's not hearing me quite as well. Now, I am still pretty close to the mic because it's in my lap, but right now I have a pretty good level here. If I were to crank up channel 1, we'll see now what channel 1 looks like. It's peaking, it's tapping, it's even hitting the peak out there at the top, and I don't want that, so I'm going to bring that down so that I am fluctuating in my speech to peak more or less around -12. And that was somewhere around 5 with my current settings. Another thing to note, if your shotgun mic is not working, it possibly is because you have a problem with your settings right here. Now, in this case, input 2, right, that's what I have on the back. It is down here on mic plus 48V. Now, if I switch that off, I shouldn't see, yep, in fact, I've got nothing coming in now on channel 2. And that's because this is a phantom powered mic and it needs phantom power. So that plus 48V is required in order to get a signal coming into the camera on the shotgun mic. So shotgun powered phantom mic, that's important to note. The rest of this seems to be going great. I've got my channel 1 is recording input 1, which is over on the side. Channel 2 is recording input 2 over on the side. I've got my levels set down here, and input 1 is fine. Input 2 needs the 48 volt phantom power. Now, when you're looking at your headphones, the next item here, you've got an option. You can listen to both channel 1 or channel 2. So if you're not careful and you weren't paying attention, you might be listening to channel 2, but you actually have channel 2 set to internal mic. And so when you're sound checking your guest, you're not hearing the lav mic at all. You're not listening to the lav mic. Now, technically your lav mic is being recorded, but you're monitoring in the headphones channel 2. So what you really want to do is monitor both. That's going to split it left, right in your ears. And so you'll hear one in one channel and one on the other. While you're sound checking each, switch back and forth. So you sound check 1, got 1 working, sound check 2, I can hear it great, and then I can just listen to both and move on. So now we're ready to get this thing going and hit the record button.